I'm Louise Ravnløkke from Kolding School of Design, and today I'm going to present the paper Designing for Longevity, the Need for Participatory Approaches, which has been written together with my colleague Ulla Raebild, and also Julia Valle-Noronha from Aalto University being with us online today. So reimagining fashion through design. With this paper, we contribute with a literature review, and the purpose is to better understand the foundation for the existing knowledge in the field of fashion design and textile design practice for sustainability. And we wanted to identify the gaps relevant for further research. And with this, we would like to raise the discussion about the role of the fashion designer and textile designers and their practices, which are connected to sustainable transition. In our research, we are occupied with generating knowledge that meets the recent announced EU Ecodesign for sustainable product regulations strategy points, which overlap with fashion and textile designers' practice, and to explore those fruitful spaces beyond choices of materials or certifications and labeling schemes. So that involves circular and longevity business models that are based on new innovative methodologies and production methods. Our research draws on a literature scoping review to enable a holistic understanding of the recent research developments in the field, as we have witnessed that there has been a growing body of literature in recent years. We have used here a 5-stage scoping review methodology to identify the research question, identify relevant studies, making the study selection, charting the data, collating, summarizing, and reporting the results. And this scoping review and search procedure has resulted in a broad spectrum of sources. It resulted into us many new studies and authors in the field. As we are located in the northern area of Europe, we also aim to source research from other parts of the world, and we succeeded in reaching out to them using this methodology. In the end, the identification of relevant studies includes 62 peer-reviewed records, and of those, 27 are full texts. Of these records, 36 articles addresses what we have categorized as theoretical design strategies, being more of an overall and general perspective of fashion design for sustainability and design practice. 18 articles represent the details of individual case studies addressing sustainability as, for example, a topic, such as, for example, a design experiment or a case of a fashion brand. 8 articles revolved around design professional discussions using methods such as individual interviews with designers or focus group interviews. And diving further into what we categorize here as the theoretical design strategies, so looking more from a theoretical perspective on design practices. The main part here addresses design practice from a systemic perspective, whereas the more practice-oriented levels, such as design methods, manufacturing, or materials, we found less represented in the studies. In numbers, 29% of the selected studies represent practice-based design research. So this shows a potential for designers to engage even more with research through their practice, as well as for fashion companies to collaborate with design researchers to develop methodologies for research-informed fashion design. Looking at our findings, these perspectives of theoretical and practice-based research draws an arena of the different key types of selected studies, being these theoretical design strategies, individual case studies, and design professional discussions. And looking into those intermediate gaps illustrated also here in the illustration, illustrate some new focus areas for further research. Our analysis of the scoping review shows a need for knowledge about scaling up individual case studies, both for more designers to testing the same case or the same term, and also cross-disciplinary collaboration between designers and other stakeholders. And that through a practice-based approach, which can allow for innovative approaches and innovation across the value chain. And of course, connected here too, there is also a need of knowledge for what does it mean for fashion and textile design practice to engage with such participatory stakeholder approaches, and especially here for education and curriculum development. Among the pool of the selected studies, we also see research collaboration of what we could call partner duos. So design researchers in collaboration with technicians or manufacturers, or design researchers in collaboration with end users. Two of the selected studies in this scoping review emphasize the need for cross-disciplinary knowledge between multiple stakeholders. Thus, the studies synthesize knowledge across the value chain and amongst different stakeholders and adapt methods of interviews. This approach also have limitations in innovating practices together. Whereas if we draw on practice-based research as a means to address the fashion system as the fashion system in its full complexity. This gives a possibility also to explore creativity and sustainable innovation practices. The result of this review shows that there is a gap of knowledge of participatory approaches with various stakeholders, that is among different designers, fashion brands, manufacturers, and end users. So showing here in this diagram how design practice can be the bridge between these different stakeholders and be the joint of finding new practices. In our paper, we sketch and unfold the complexity of design for longevity and how different elements of fashion and textile design practice are interlinked with lack of end-user understanding, participatory and interdisciplinary methodologies, and sustainable strategies, and how sustainable guidelines seem to be a concrete barrier to change in practice. In this connection, we argue that a participatory research design can support a pivotal shift towards sustainable transition. But as we have short time today, my agenda was to spark your curiosity and hope that you are interested in reading more into our paper and join our discussion. So thank you for your attention.